All right, let's talk about Black Panther. I just saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever the other day, and here are my thoughts. I do have some notes as well that I want to talk about, but overall, it's pretty good. Now, just to give you some context, I used to be a huge. I'm still a Marvel fan, but I used to be more of a Marvel fan. I used to keep up with it a lot more back when pre Thanos. But after Thanos, Phase 4, with all these shows and all these energy sources, all these heroes, it's just gods and celestials. It's just so much going on right now. I'm pretty overwhelmed. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really like a huge Marvel fan right now. I'm much more of a casual. I'll go watch some movies. I'll see the shows. Sometimes watch all this. I didn't watch all of She-Hulk because it's just boring to me. But you know, I'm very casual. Honestly, I don't know the stories of some of these characters. Some of them are brand new to me. Just very casual. But I really like Black Panther too. Um, Now, I'll say right now, it's not better than Black Panther 1. I enjoyed Black Panther 1 for a litany of reasons. But honestly, I don't know. They were in a tough situation. Obviously, Chadwick Boseman passing away was unfortunate. No one expected that. And they had to work around, because I'm sure they already had a script written and everything, so they had to make a lot of adjustments. But anyway, yeah, spoilers, by the way. There are going to be spoilers in here. The blue people. What is going on? The timing on this is weird. I don't know. I forgot what Namor's people are called. I know the city's like Tectonis, something like that. I'll just call them Atlanteans. But my God, how are you going to show a commercial, a trailer for Avatar before Black Panther? And then in Black Panther, you're gonna show a bunch of blue people. That was messing up my mind so much. I'm like, wait, what movie is this? What am I watching? Because subconsciously, I look at those blue people. I'm like, oh, they're from Avatar, right? Like any normal person. So like, I was kind of freaked out. I had to like wake myself up. Like, wait, hold on, which movie is this? So that was a funny occurrence throughout the movie. And apparently, they're only blue in the surface, you know, because in water they're like a normal human color, but they turn blue when they leave, when they get out of water. Okay, I had to say, the Wakandan strategy at the end of taking this huge boat in the middle of the ocean, and I get that the goal was not to defeat the Atlanteans, but it was to just capture Namor and kill him. But like, come on, you couldn't have played defense in your home territory. Like, you had to go out on the ship into their element and go to them. And then you see what happened when you did that. Your ship broke down. You were stranded and you're sitting ducks. You know, if that was real life and not like a scripted movie, then you would have lost your most important people in your tribe. Gone. Because you, instead of wanting to stay home and staying in your, like, you know, Home Alone, you know why he's so successful against like fighting off the bad guys? It's because he's in his own environment. He's comfortable. He knows where everything is. It's home field advantage, right? So I just didn't understand that strategy. I'm like, why don't you already know they're coming, right? Like, you know they're coming. You know when they're coming. So just stay where you are. Make booby traps everywhere. I don't know. Do your thing. You have the best technology on the planet, and figure something out. Because if things go south, well, hey, at least you have security in where you are. Whereas in the middle of the ocean, like, you're SOL. a bunch of I guess a bunch of fish people, right? So that was weird. Namor. I like this character. I actually was a little familiar with him in the comics, but I just think the casting was not that great. Like, don't get me wrong, there were moments where I could appreciate his acting, and I was like, oh yeah, this feels like Namor, especially when he spoke Spanish. But when he spoke English, man, some of his dialogue was just wooden. And it's like, wait, am I watching an audition tape or like a real movie? Because that's what it felt at times. That just threw me off. because like and I don't know if like it was purposeful because Neymar, maybe his English just isn't good, but it just came off really awkward. What? Awkward, wooden. It didn't flow. It didn't flow. Ooh, the best scene, apart from the Chadwick tributes, this scene was with Killmonger. Boy, I was not expecting him to be back. Honestly, I don't know why he's back. I mean, I guess he like consumed the purple herb, and I guess doesn't matter if you're a bad person, you still get an afterlife. I don't know. But yeah, that was unexpected, but I liked it. Oh, and it was so beautiful whenever Shuri said to Neymar at the end, she said, "Vengeance has consumed me. I won't let it consume them." That hit me because I remember in Civil War, when Black Panther said to, I think his name is Demu. I forgot. He said, "Vengeance has consumed you. I won't let it consume. I will not let it consume me." I was like, "Oh, I see what they did there. That was awesome." Oh, and then like that scene at the end where they were trapped in the middle of the ocean and the Atlanteans were surrounding them. That reminded me of 300. If you've never seen 300 with the Spartans, I guess. I think there were Spartans fighting against the enemy, and they were so. That was very, very cool tie there. Ooh, and I gotta say, I forgot what her name was in the movie. The character. I know her real name. I know that this actress's name, Lupita. Last name is kind of hard to remember, but ooh, listen. I don't like really have a type, right? Like if I like you, I like you. Doesn't matter what color you are, right? Or how big your nose is, right? But Lupita, man, she is really pretty. And I can't believe I noticed until just now. Because she was in Black Panther 1, but for some reason she didn't catch my eye. But in this movie, dark skins might be my favorite type now. Man, she's really pretty. She's gorgeous. She came out perfectly. I just gotta say that. Because like man. All right, my last note here. And this is gonna end the video. But man, they did such a great job honoring Chadwick. Those moments, those scenes were unforgettable. I mean, especially when you're experiencing it with a theater full of people. I mean, that opening scene, like we know they had to kill him off screen. Like you're not gonna deep fake his face on some, like you can't. That's disrespectful, right? Opening scene was hard, and basically the whole movie. Like honestly, even though you had your plot of the Atlanteans and the government, the U.S. government, and Riri Williams, who I haven't even touched on in this video, but even though you have all that going on, like there's still like that underlying feeling of he's gone. Black Panther's gone. Chadwick is dead. Like you could feel it throughout the movie, and it creeped up in some scene. Like it was always a part of the movie. It's just it's hard to explain, but they just did a great job working with what they had. Like I said, very unfortunate that he passed away. Super untimely, I'm sure, for some of these writers. They did such a phenomenal job honoring him and his character, because he was Black Panther. The same way Tony Stark was Iron Man, Chadwick was Black Panther. And it's just really sad. But yeah, the opening crawl, when it's usually, when they have Marvel on the screen and it's usually all the heroes, but this time it was just Black Panther in every scene. Oh, that hit. In silence too. That was in complete silence, man. And then the end scene as well, when Shuri was thinking back, reminiscing on her moments with T'Challa, Chadwick. Man, that was hard. And then when they were showing flashbacks of Black Panther, and they cut to a scene of Shuri crying, and then in that moment I was like, oh my god, those are real tears. Like, he did not just die in the movie, he died in real life. And that actor worked closely with him. like those are real tears, man. Like that transcends the movie, man. In moments like that, you just don't get with any other movie. So that aspect of this film, impeccable. No other film can touch that. But man, yeah, they did a great job honoring him in his life.